Once you've downloaded the repo or zip file of the project, you should see 3 folders, one for the API, another for the app, which is the editor, and another for the game itself. I'll start by explaining the game folder. The game folder contains all the JavaScript files, images, sprite sheets, and so on, which makes the game function. The game is written using the Phaser game framework, version 2. If you wish to modify the game further, I will spend some time learning Phaser. You can discover more by checking out phaser.io. Please note that what makes the Pointy Clicky Engine so scalable is that it all runs off a single JSON file located in source, JSON, gamedata.json. No databases are required. Another note to mention is that the Pointy Clicky Engine is written in Phaser version 2, and currently Phaser is in version 3. The API folder is what runs all the backend tasks that you don't need to worry too much about. It's what writes to your game's JSON file, encodes all your uploaded music files to the correct format, creates your sprite sheets, and so on. Finally, we have the app folder, which is the game editor. This is actually an Angular 9 app. You shouldn't need to know anything about Angular 9, but again, I'm providing the original source code so you can modify it if you wish. So now that we have all these 3 folders explained, we need to install all the associated packages in order for them to work. Please note that you only ever need to do this once unless you've pulled the code down again from my repo. First of all, you need to make sure that you have node.js installed. You can download it by going to nodejs.org and just downloading the recommended for most users installation appropriate for your operating system. Once that's installed, go back into your folders, and then simply for each folder we need to run npm install. I'll do the first, which is for the game folder. So we enter the game folder, and for Windows we can type cmd into the address bar and run npm install and hit run. Whenever you run npm install within these folders, it can take anywhere between 0 and 10 minutes. Sometimes it'll be really fast, sometimes it might be really slow. And that's the game folder now done. If we close that, you'll now see a Node Modules folder within that folder. Next we'll do the API folder. Exactly the same actions, cmd, run npm install for that folder path and hit run. If you ever see red error messages appear in there, don't worry, the app will still run fine. API is now finished. Again, we see the Node Modules folder. Lastly, we'll do the app folder. Again, cmd into that folder path and run npm install and hit run. That's now finished. Again, we'll close that down and no modules folder now appears. So that concludes the initial installation. In the next video, we'll be going through the commands that need to be run in order to see the app properly.